Welcome back. Want to see a trick you just saw? You want to see us disappear? Bam. Easy. INTZ versus Party Knots on Dust 2. My favorite map of all times, Boggs. I love this map so much.
Oh, it's the best map ever designed by any human being in any sort of medium of all time. Only the best, okay? Believe it.
Ooh, okay. The one thing I do like about Dust 2 is it is action-packed, and I do like action. And it's going to be INTZ picking up 3 sets of utility. Double Molotovs, triple smokes, double flashbangs, and they seem to all be headed towards Long A, where Party Knots are looking to receive.
And it's Stellar to be the first point of contact. He's taken down 2, but Zeptic gets insta-gooshed. So he's going to have to fall off, leaving Stellar all alone towards Long. He's actually going to reaggress. The flashbang is perfect over the side, but KNG has taken down Zeptic, but Stellar has found a third, and he's still relatively unscathed, but Destiny has other plans. He has given Stellar his destiny and sent him 6 feet under for the next round. Opponent alone on the flank has a lot of information, and now Party Astronauts know that INTZ have to be going towards the A site. There's a big gap in the smoke. Ben Lead has a kit, and Sidestep's just spotted the cross. Molotov, though, is going out towards Cat. That will force Sidestep back. The bomb will go down, but Ponalone has come up along, and he's just about caught Destiny off. The taps are not connecting just yet, but Ben Leet will be pushing on in. KNG looking the wrong way as Sidestep finds one more. The bomb defuse goes in, and Party Astronauts started off with a pretty clean pistol round. Stellar, though, holding down the fort on Long is a big critical part of this round win.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, 3 kills on the board. You can't really ask for much more than that, but I really wanted to see what they were going to do with all 3 of those smokes. It seemed like they had 2 for the cross, and then 1 was probably going to land Cat or maybe deep spawn. Really wanted to see that. The Molotov for Cat as well. That's so sick. But INTZ not successful, but they are going to go for the buy. The Joker. I call this a Joker purchase, because it can be good or it can be bad. And I think we're leaning good. Double AK is a Galil for Destiny. And this might give Zeptic a false sense of security here, thinking there's Glocks and no armor coming up. Or he's just going to be totally ready for that play and get a kill. That works, okay.
And Party Astronauts are pretty well equipped for this as well. 3 rifles of their own, the Scout as well. So it would not have been a terribly easy round for INTZ either way. But with Zeptic getting the first, that makes things a little bit easier for the Party Cosmonauts, as the push will still be coming out towards Long, and the UMP has to hold strong. And it will indeed. Destiny goes for the peak, but he does not find it. Yell, however, has found one as Zan took down Ponalone. It's the 3 rifles up for each side. The bomb can get a pretty easy cross towards B as they have the utility on Zan, a Molotov, a smoke, and a flashbang. And nobody necessarily holding sight, but INTZ are going to bring it back towards, at the very least, Cat, it seems. But there is aggression from Ben Leet. He's already pushed up through tons. He's going to go towards lower, but this actually might sidestep what INTZ are going to try and do. Actually, no, they are going to go towards Cat, and Ben Lead is in perfect position. There is Stellar in mid as well with the AUG, and Ben's going to push on through, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. But look at the damage he did to Cello. 4 HP, 29 on Zand, and now it's just the 4 HP Cello in a 1v2. At the very least, he should be able to get the bomb down.
10 seconds almost. He needs to go. Sidesteps up close on the angle, now holding the ramp down, and his shot is not going to be missing. Straight for the head he goes, and it is Party Knots picking up the 2-0. And now the economy here for INTZ is broke. So Party Knots looking for that 3-0. If they can make this round clean, they can stabilize their economy early, something that you desperately need on the CT side, especially on Dust 2, where you need ops, you need AUGs every single round pretty much to hold it down. Let's see what Party Knots are up to, though.
The aggression from Ben Leet's going to catch Destiny out with his knife. And the Deco already off to a bad start, but Cello's brought it back at the very least to a 4v4. A lack of armor could come back and bite INTZ, but a bomb plant could very well be imminent as they have mid control. And Ponalone's going to push on in to the Deagles of Zand. Cello has the SMG. He's actually picked the Deagle as well from KNG. Right now, Party Astronauts are content to just let INTZ get the mid control, but Ponalone will reaggress. Now it seems that B will be the point of contention, where Stellar has the AUG. He's got 3 players pushing on into a 1, 2, and the pistol comes out, finds the head, and Stellar picks up his second 3K of the game. Up to 7 kills on this map so far.
Yeah, good start.
Now the real test is going to come in. Guns aplenty for INTZ.
I wonder how they'll start this off. I like to see the SG come out for Shandy, though. That's a great weapon on this map. It's a great weapon overall, actually. It's kind of underrated, honestly. Nice pop flash. Set flash for Yell. Perfectly working. But it's pure mayhem now towards Long A. This is kind of getting awkward.
Oh.
Sidestep forces the smoke, finds one. Shandy finds one in return, and Shandy will double down on his kills. And he's still alive and well, but he's not quite. Oh! No kisses for you, Ponalone. It's my Long A now. And it is a 2-man advantage and so much map control that, I mean, Stellar is not even sure if he should rotate or just save.
Yeah, Stellar has the op, and I think the save would be the better call. There is enough money to get a nice buy up on the majority, or all the players that are dead, pretty much anyways. Ponalone has about 3K. And with Ben Lead finding one, the retake is a little more plausible. But the lurk is... Oh, what a shot from Stellar onto Shandy?
Yeah, according to the Brazilians that I've consulted, his name is Shandy. But regardless, Cello is coming in on a massive flank, which all these Ben by himself, and he's sticking the bomb. He's sticking the bomb!
Ben Lead! Oh my gosh. What a ballsy play from Ben to stick it. 4 rounds in a row for the Party Knots. And we'll see buys up again from them. Ponalone will get the op he is so comfortable with. But KNG will have one of his own, and Shandy will have the SG as well. It's a pretty even buy from both teams. The money not good for either side. However, the loss bonus is in the favor of INTZ. And Party Astronauts can't really afford to lose this round, or else they are broke.
Broke indeed. But now this is, in my opinion, where the flaw of this new economic system comes into play. If they trade rounds here, Party Knights get double broken, INTZ not so much. So this is the flaw. I do not like this. But Ponalone with the AWP on Cat, up close and personal, looking to find an early pick for his team, and he's looking to squeeze it out. Molotov very well placed, but the shot is not so much. So Cat control gain, but no casualties just yet.
And Ponalone's actually going to rotate in towards middle, playing through CT. I like the play from Ponalone. However, if he has to Ponalone, it will not fare well. As his teammates, actually, he's going to rotate up towards the A side, so that is good. He'll join up with his teammates, who are going to be met with a nice cat push. The utility is there, perfect for INTZ. Nades towards Sipe. There is nobody goose. It's a 5v5 with 40 seconds to go. The hit is coming in. It's going to have to be a staunch defense from Party Knots. So many Molotovs on site, but Sidestep has found the first on the Destiny. The op on KNG is still in effect, but Ponalone combined with Sidestep. One more down. Yell. He's trading it back, and the bomb will go down.
Now KNG starting to tag team in here. He brought it back down. It's all evened up. Cello's still on the lurk, and this might work out better this time. But there are 2 players towards Long A, and if these players on site fall too soon, that might be a problem, Boggs.
A problem indeed, but Yell has Septic. Ponalone on the op has actually been left alone as KNG trades out. He finds a third, and KNG will hold down the site. Playing from Catwalk, and INTZ will find their first and force the Party Astronauts into a very weak buy. Stock pistols, maybe a couple P250s, tiny bit of utility, a smoke and a flash, 2 P2s, and a Zeus.
Yeah, so pretty much a full save, honestly. I don't really consider anything. This is a full save for team. But can we just talk about? Oh, wait. We'll talk about this in a second. Let's get to this action real quick. It's going to be a brawl here towards the Long A side. There's a flashbang. It's not very well placed as none of them are blind. And only 1 casualty out of all that effort. So not too shabby, I suppose, but could have been at least 1 more kill. That would have helped out a lot. But I think Ben might find that towards upper B, and he does. Cello falls. That's an AK-47 that can be saved. But let me talk about how sick of an execute that was last round from INTZ.
Oh, that was a clinical A take. Like, the smokes are perfect. So many Molotovs on A side, at least 2, if not 3. Perfectly placed as well. If there was anybody playing boxes, they would have been gone. They would have been burnt to a crisp. I mean, the flashbangs as well from INTZ, the post plants, that was a round to go back and watch, because that was how to take Dust 2 on Cat. Or how to take Cat on Dust 2, I should say.
Yeah, that really was beautiful. I mean, they had a smoke for corner. I don't know if you saw that. They smoked off Game Helper. They smoked off Spawn. They had the Molotov to go car, Molotov to go site, flashbangs raining high. There's really nowhere for parties not to play except on ramp, but those are easy trades, so either way. Nice rounds from INTZ. Now Party Knots, they get double broken. This is why I don't like this new economic system, because The whole prerogative for Valve was to eliminate double ecos, but they haven't really done that.
Oh, Septic though. He's making the Eagles sing as he's found one. Cello and KNG. What a shot from Zeptic. Another onto KNG. Although the trades are favoring INTZs, they had the man advantage. The damage being dealt by Zeptic could come back into play, especially if the op is unable to be salvaged, but it should be. Yell can grab it on top of Box. Yep, he'll jump on top of Xbox. Actually, he hasn't picked up the op just yet. The money is not entirely perfect for INTZ. Shandy is sitting on $0 in the bank, Roy. And if he falls, that rebuy will end up costing his teammates. But Cello has picked up the op, and he has 160 ping as well. Let's see how he does with the weapon. It's just a dead Zeptic, last alive. And a third in a row for INTZ. They're finding their stride. Although two of them were against essentially pistols. And now we'll see the Party Knots on the buy once again. Potential for a double op setup as well.
There is potential. I'm finding the double op setup to be less and less used now with the AUG meta. It just makes a lot more sense to get an extra set of utility and kits versus a double op setup and limited on the utility. But it's going to be a fast play here for INTZ. Look at a brute force their way into the B site, but they can't even get past Stellar, let alone the remaining defending players. But Yell, he's coming up quickly in middle, and he's on the prowl. He's on the hunt, but he gets caught off by Ponalone.
Ponalone saves his brothers on the B site, but Destiny is taken down sidestep. But Zeptic's pushed up as well. He shoots a little prematurely, but it doesn't matter. He's able to take down both Destiny and Cello. And a very clean round for Party Astronauts is just what they need to start getting that economy growing once again. And a fifth round on CT early on Dust 2. A lot of promise being shown by Party Astronauts, a team that I questioned going into this matchup. I thought that INTZ were going to have a pretty easy time of it so far, but other than...
Yeah, not to take anything away from Party Knots, but I believe Cello is playing from Brazil, hence why he has 160 ping.
He's still doing on par with his teammates, though, so...
I mean, that's that's another problem. That's another problem for the squad. The man with the 160 ping cannot be you're doing equally as well as your remaining players. Now, it is going to be long control coming out here for the Brazilian side. Ponalone is looking to hold it back all the way from spawn with the AWP. Nice little cheeky one-way. But they're falling back.
Yeah, Ben Leet's playing close to mid doors, but Cello's gotten all of lower tons control. So it's a very easy site take for INTZ if they want to go towards B. Actually, I'm going to rephrase that. If they want to go mid to B, because it's just one player on mid. They have the catwalk players though now, Party Astronauts, and things are going to get a little more difficult for INTZ as the same. Actually, no. Party Astronauts are going to fall off. Mid to B is just about open yet again. 40 seconds to go. A lot of time and so much utility. 4 Molotovs to play with on this site take, Roy. Wherever they decide to go, they have all the flames, all the fire to throw down. And I think they're going to go back towards Cat.
There's all the ruse. You still have KNG and Long, but the smoke is making this very awkward. Zeptic's trying to hold this back for as long as he can. If he's successful, this round is over right here and now. But both players on Cat fall, and KNG has long A control. And this round just became infinitely more complicated and difficult here for Party Knots.
Infinitely indeed. This is just Ben and Stellar, the last two. And I think they're going to attempt a retake here, as Stellar is positioning himself all the way up toward... Actually, no, they are going to save now. I thought with Ben hanging around Catwalk for so long, they were going to commit to a retake, but they take the wise choice. They will fall off here, keep their odds up. So their loss bonus isn't fantastic. It will be second round loss. So a little bit more rough for the Party Astronauts as Joe's trying to get rid of a gun. But right now, we'll see a 5-4 scoreline. And a very good take by INTZ. Their catwalk takes are so good.
Right?
I have to say. They just take control of it. Doesn't matter. That smoke, it was a little bit of confusion for a second there, but they adapted so well, finding both players on the catwalk and taking sight like candy from a baby.
Candy from a baby. Are you just saying that because Ben looks like a baby? Just kidding, Ben. I love you.
I actually don't know what Ben looks like.
You don't know what Ben looks like? He's a cutie. You should check him out.
Oh.
But he's... Well, Ponalone is eliminated. That's a man advantage now for the INTZ side. But it seems like their crosshairs are shifting to B. And Party Knots are looking to push into B. Cello's holding it down with it by himself. And this ping might just be too much to handle. And he is eliminated, of course. Destiny's trying to pick up the pieces, but if he pushes this too hard, he might find himself... Oh, okay.
A lot of mid control here, but it's Ben to hold. He does so much damage. But there's actually it's sidestep to find one on Cat. The bomb is down. Stellar's on the flank. It's shooting fish in a barrel from him from T-Spawn. KNG in a 1v2. But the bomb is firmly in the control of sidestep with Ben on the little scaffolding. KNG though. Oh, a miss from KNG. That was his opportunity to get back into this round. He has a lot of time to play with. But what he doesn't have is any teammates, but he does have an overzealous Ben to take down. The Molotov goes a little too deep. He switches over to the AUG. Low HP on sidestep, gets spotted out, and KNG takes the 1v2. 4 kills on the round for him as well. And it's a tie game now, folks. 5 rounds apiece as KNG has dragged INTZ to a 5th. And he is hard top fragging as well. It seems like Stellar and KNG are going to have a little bit of battles at the top frag, as both players far and above the rest of their teammates early on.
And what a round that was from KNG. He's broken the economy for INTZ, and Shandy puts Ben to good night. And then he's doing a little bit more damage as well. The Molotov's coming behind. It's going to pressure Party Knots to either move forward or back, and it seems like he's going to go one outside of each. Septic falls. Shandy spots another. That's side Septic. Pwn alone finds Destiny. That's a weapon that can be recovered in the middle, but Cello is not going to let that one be in the hands of Pwn alone. We're back down to Sanity. Shandy looking to duck hunt.
Duck hunt indeed. The cat boost comes in. But the pistols remaining not looking too good for the Party Knots here. So it's essentially a 1v4 as sidestep took a little bit too much Molotov damage. Now it's just down to Stellar to do some damage of his own. He takes a nice headshot onto Cello. It's Yell the next to face. The P250 gets a little bit low on ammunition. The shot's coming in. A dink comes through on the Yell, but he is able to finish the job without losing his life. And now INTZ have gained the lead. It will be guns again for the Party Knots. They have max loss, so now they don't have to worry too much about the reset. But that's one thing too. We saw how long it took for Party Astronauts to get the economy build up on the loss bonus. Because they won 4 rounds in a row, it was almost impossible for them to get nice buys going to the following rounds for quite a while. And we'll see Zeptic going a little too aggressive towards Pit full blind, and Destiny will be content to punish that aggression. Now it's playing from the back foot for the Party Knots as they have only 4 alive. And Ben's been relegated to an MP9. He is playing close mid, but I don't think anybody from INTZ is going to be pressuring that area of the map, as all 5 are at the very least in long doors. We have KNG on the platform as well with the op scope towards sight. And I think Party Astronauts might be considering a save here as they have a very retake play set up. But I think they are going to charge the smoke, and this could be huge with the SMG leading it.
Huh. They're opting to take such an unusual play. I think Yell might have just picked off Ben by accident. That's unfolding poorly. And now Sidestep is trying to do the jump. Oh, is he? Oh, don't do it. Don't do a Sidestep. Oh, now he's just trying to figure out how to get out of this position.
Well, Stellar found a way out. Not necessarily the way he wants to escape, but it's still Sidestep trapped as Pwn alone has gone all the way back towards B boxes. And actually, Sidestep might just big brain this one.
There's a kit. He has a smoke. He can do this.
There's the player car.
What? KNG looks away at the worst time. Oh, he can't get to the bomb. He can't get to the bomb.
What is going on here?
He lives with 1 HP, Boggs.
That is one of the weirdest plays I've ever seen, but what trigger discipline by Sidestep to be able to get out of there as he jumps just away of the bomb. 1 HP surviving. The timing was on his side. As you might say, he sidestepped the gaze of KNG to be able to find that SG. And that could actually be a nice gun picked up for him. It has the one-shot headshot potential, but It is a very difficult gun to control, and Ben Lead has already been taken down towards lower tons. Cat control firmly under the hands of INTZ as they look to work their way up and again take their clinical execute out towards A.
Yeah, they're setting up for it again. I want to see this execute perfectly this time. So there's a lurk smoke, the CT smoke, Molotov for Goose, Molotov for Ramp, and the smoke lands in Game Helper. Flashbang goes high towards Ramp. Molotov, second Molotov comes in, but misses. This is just so hard for Party Knots to answer back to. They have no idea how to stop this. I don't even blame them.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know how to stop it either. There's just too many perfect Molotovs, too many utilities, or too much well-placed utilities. All but impossible to be able to counter this without taking down INTZ early. That is perfect. The Molotovs go everywhere. The smokes are textbook. The flashes, everything. What can you do to counter that?
I feel like preventative measures are really the only way out. It's either that or a retake. It's once you're in the scenario, I don't think there is a way to win it. There's nowhere for you to play. The flashbangs are too effective. You can't play ramp. You can't play spawn. I don't know. Yeah, it's just... I think it's preventative. You have to just deny cat control or just play it for the long A retake. Nuts. Now Party Knots are relegated back down to Deco's Cello, holding the upper beat, about to get confronted by two players. I think he just heard one as well, so he might be a little bit more ready for it. And with 160 ping, he finds 2 kills.
Fantastic work from Cello as KNG finds 2 eco frags on the op. I guess I could call them deco frags as Destiny finds the last one on the sidestep. But INTZ have definitely turned things around here. 9-5, potentially 10-5 half. Party Astronauts will be back on the bye for the last time. They've gone for the triple op setup, Roy. I don't know if that was a misbuy or not, but if there is a retake to come in, I pity Party Astronauts and their sanity. We have auto snipers spamming top mid, but Ponalone's actually able to take down one. KNG strikes back, but Ponalone takes down Cello as well. And the ops are working wonders. Sidestep finds KNG, just Destiny and Yell. 2v4. And it's just a double op setup now for Party Astronauts as one of those ops was taken down. The bomb is long doors with Yell down towards bottom of mid. And unfortunately for INTZ, the auto spam did nothing.
Sometimes reality sucks, you know? Other times, reality's great. Like being down 4-0 and then in the half 9-6.
You might be a 10-5. You can't count INTZ out. Especially considering how good their utility usage is. They don't have all of it, but they do have a couple flashbangs, a smoke and a Molotov on Destiny. With Yell up Cat, the only problem is you have Sidestep sitting towards long A. And if he doesn't get cleared, it will be a very poor result for INTZ. But he has been cleared. He's been taken down. And Destiny takes minimal damage as well. Flashbangs going over. Sidestep, or Zeptic rather, is exposed on the ramp. He is taken down as well. It's Destiny to find one more. Stellar, Ponalone on the ops, on the retake. And INTZ might have just flipped this round on its head. Smoke goes for the cross. The bomb will get thrown over. And it will go down as well. Stellar holding the cross. As Ponalone gets tagged down low, but he's able to find Destiny. Yell in the 1v2. He has full HP, but he has no utility. But neither do the Party Astronauts, and they don't have a kit as well, Roy. The 1v2 looking more and more likely as the clock continues to tick down lower and lower. Yell has dropped. The peak is coming in from Stellar as Ponalone works his way up long. But I don't know who's going to be the first point of contact. Destiny, or Yell rather, finds Stellar. Ponalone getting tapped. He finds the kill. And I think he has the time as well, so he might just salvage the round for the Party Astronauts.
Nice.
That was so good from INTZ.
That was so well played from INTZ, but really well played from Ponalone towards the end as well. The trigger discipline there, not to overshoot the jiggle peak, was on point. 9-6. Good finish. This is actually a good finish for both of these teams. I think both teams are pretty happy with that. Now Party Knots will be on the T side where they can set the pace, but they need to make sure not to give away this pistol, as that will be the economy early. That might make INTZ a little bit too comfortable.
And And I think they are going to go for a bit of a fast B play. Ben Lee going for some taps with the P250. There are 2 of those upgraded pistols on the side of Party Astronauts, but the dinks are coming in towards Shandy, and he's been almost taken down. Still somehow alive as he's able to find 1. Yells come in, and Shandy's found 2. 7 HP, he's found a 3rd, and Ben Leet will be able to trade it back, but it's a 1v3 for Ben. Got 1, but all he will be able to get is 1. As Party Astronauts will give double digits to INTZ first, as the CT sides will have crisp and clean pistol rounds accordingly. And this is the chance for INTZ to really put the pressure on Party Astronauts and shut them down.
Yeah, definitely. This is where they can run with it. Party Astronauts not being able to get the bomb down as well means they can't really get the Joker buy out, so they're going to have to just play it safe, save up for the next round. Yellow is just tap, 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 doing some damage. No kills just yet. KNG's hearing all this commotion, and he has long A control, so this is trouble for the Party Knots, and I think this is INTZ securing the round.
Almost definitely. KNG can come away with so much money on the SMG as well. He spots out 1, takes down 1, 2, switches over to the USP, but it's Destiny and Cello to find 2, 3 as well. So 11 for INTZ, not a single casualty as well. The Party Astronauts will be back on the buy. AK's up. No sniper rifle for either side. However, INTZ have the momentum. And if KNG can keep getting long A control again like that with the SMG, it's going to be a very tough time for Party Astronauts. But it seems that he will be going towards mid, whereas the rest of the Party Knots on their T side push out towards long. Full aggression, but KNG is still on the flank, this time pushing up through mid.
Now, I think INTZ is starting to become aware of where Party Knots are right now. They just look at the amount of control that they have. They know this is a long A hit. They're ready for it. Flashbang's coming out from Yelp. It's going to be perfectly placed as well. Cellos are going to be allowed to peek ramp, and Destiny will be able to go through the smoke, but only 1 kill goes in the way of INTZ on the defense. And suddenly it is all down to Shandy by himself in a 1 versus 4.
Shandy with 1. Knows where Sidestep is too, but Sidestep will survive the dink and exact his revenge onto Shandy. A 7th for Party Astronauts. And the buy for KNG's team is not going to be the best. A Scout and MP9, no utility pretty much considering. I mean, KNG and Destiny both have nothing. Smoke on Cello, smoke and a flash on Yale, 1 Molotov. So it does not look great for INTZ. They have no kits as well, but this aggression cat might be what they need as KNG's found Zeptic getting 2 overzealous towards mid. And that will signal fall off from Destiny on Cat. Scout shot from Yell will not ring true just yet. But that shot from KNG will. A pixel angle takes down Sidestep, takes the bomb down as well. It's a 5v3 early on for INTZ. Ben Lee able to find 1 in return, but Stellar is low, as is Ben himself. The push is Cat. It's blown 1 HP on Destiny, able to finish the job. Cat is not going to be as clinical. So low HP are these 2 T players, 1 shots apiece. But unfortunately for INTZ, they have no nades, no Molotovs to really finish them out safely. The off on Yell, though, takes down Ben. And Stellar on 8 HP. What can you ask of this man here? It would be a miracle clutch to pull off.
Yeah, this is really awkward. That smoke will provide him some cover, but he has no idea whether Shandy's rotated or not. Now, one player is running around making noise. He's actually tagged Stellar down to 6 HP, but they know exactly where he is. Stellar stopping away. He finds Shandy, but he's out to 2 bullets, and Yell with the USP will secure the round for his team.
I honestly thought Stellar had a chance at that one, especially after hitting the first shot. But as you mentioned earlier on, reality sometimes does suck.
Sometimes
that would have been
slaps.
an insane 1v2.
That would have been an insane 1v2, but man, he was down to what, 2 bullets at the end? That's so unlucky.
Yeah. I think he had 4 in chamber when he started
the
to
1v2.
engage.
Yeah. That sucks. That's a terrible situation. And he can't reload either because he doesn't want to give away his position too easily. That's really unfortunate. But now Party Knots will be on a desperate force buy, and Ben's been tagged down by KNG.
That is a rough start. Although he does just have a UMP, that means it's even worse as the buy for Party Knots is not there. They have 2 AKs, they have an AWP. That's about all they have. They have a bit of utility. They have 3 Molotovs. And they have relative map control as well. Destiny, however, is pushed up close long doors. And if he decides to get aggressive, he will discover the fact that Party Knots are all the way up towards Cat. All 5 of them positioned, ready to take the A site. And waiting for him is KNG. Smokes go through, Molotovs come in, but this is nowhere near the clinical level we saw from INTZ. A Molotov on site, though, will force Cello out, but he's still able to get one. KNG will find another onto Stellar. The bomb goes down. 48 seconds as Shandy pushes on through. Zeptic falls as well. The smoke goes out, and the hold is perfect as KNG finds yet one more. Own alone, 1v4. He has to do it all alone, and he will not be able to as Destiny swings out behind the boxes and puts him to a grave. 13 rounds for INTZ and no money for Party Astronauts.
That's really the whole crutch of the problem, isn't it? The crux of the problem, I should say. But just pistols, no armor, a couple of HEs, some smoke, a couple flashbangs to work with as well. But it seems like it will be an execute towards the B site, a desperate attempt to make their way on to a bomb plant so they can have a lot of money moving forward. But this is, I don't even know if they get past sight here unless they can get a dink off onto Shandy quickly. Yell finds the lurk. Now the remaining 4 players will have no choice but to advance, but it seems like Yell's pretty aware of this as well.
It seems that INTZ is pretty well aware of this. They have full mid control. They've allowed Yell to rotate. They don't have relative aggressive long control, but still Destiny has enough information to make this call. As this is just shooting fish in a barrel, easy farm for INTZ as Shandy and Yell pick up the last few remaining T-sided players pushing onto the B site. The buy comes in from Party Astronauts yet again, but at this point, it is do or die. One more round for INTZ is match point. And that puts Party Astronauts on a very rough buy yet again, as all of them are down very low. Only Zeptic has more than $200 in his account. This round is all the more critical. Zeptic, 1. He finds a second onto Cello. KNG from Car has to hold strong, but he has done that very same. Zeptic out, and he's able to escape. However, mid control has been given to Party Astronauts as he is stellar. Finding a nice one on the Shandy. Aggression from KNG as it's a 4v2 now. But Yell, he's able to find 2. He's going back for the 3rd. He does damage. Actually, he didn't do damage. He took a little bit of his own. The no-scope misses, and he finds it on the Stellar. Stellar play from Yell as Pone alone is the last alive. Again, alone.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, this man always seems to be that case, but KNG will just turn it around. His spidey senses were tingling, and he finds Pone alone lurking about in CT spawn, and it is now INTZ with the match points.
What a play from Yell on the B site. That 3rd shot, the no-scope. That is
the missed,
pure confidence.
The double no-scopes. The first missed one, and then able to recover for the second one.
Indeed. And it's a fast Bonsai B hit. Yell will punish, but Ben has found 2 over towards A. However, it seems that Yell is pulling off the Alamo from the B site. He's found another. So much damage on a Pone alone and Ben. This is definitely doable for INTZ. The Molotov will actually buy time for Cello to rotate in. However, he's been found. Backstabbed by Ben Leet. 1v3 for Cello. 4 kills would, or 3 kills. I thought he had an extra. He is doing damage. He finds Zeptic, Roy, and this is very doable for the Cello King.
Yeah, I mean, Polo's down to 7 HP. If he can find him playing around that. Boggs, nice flick by Cello, and it's down to a 1v1. He still has no idea where Polo is, and he somehow found it out. Cello with 160 ping puts them all to sleep, and that's why they're called the Party Knots, because they're in their dreams. 16-7. It was right between where we both predicted, wasn't it?
It was. Literally split the difference.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was thinking 16-8. You were thinking 16-6. Went 16-7. It said, you know what? We'll compromise. But what a game that was from INTZ. I mean, I was really impressed with the short execute. I've seen this before. I've never seen it to such a detail, though. I've never really noticed the kind of like the intricacies of it. The triple smokes, the one for CT, the lurk smoke, the smoke for corner, the flashes, the Molotov placements. beautiful to watch from INTZ. I mean, they're just a superior team. They're prepped for it. They came with aim. They had individual plays. They had the teamwork ready for them as well. I mean, there's really not much more even for us to say. It was just the INTZ show.
It was indeed. It was a clinic put on by INTZ. That cat take was perfect rounds and rounds again. And it was basically what won them that game. I mean, that
Yeah.
was able to get them the momentum, break the economy, and from there they just steamrolled over the party astronauts. So, I mean, what more can you say when you just have perfect plays like that from INTZ? KNG had some rounds of his own, Cello with a nice clutch yell as well towards the end there. But overall, everyone in INTZ stepped up when needed, and that was a fantastic performance for them.
For sure. And I think the weirdest thing for me as well is that I didn't really see Party Knots playing poorly, right? It wasn't even a poor play from Party Knots. It was just INTZ playing a little bit better. But that is the conclusion of the second match for us, guys. This is only a best of one. The playoffs will begin after this week. So this is the final week, if you're wondering, by the way, in chat. I know a lot of you guys have been asking. So this is group stages. It's all bo1s. 3 teams will make it out of the groups. And yeah, best of 3s will begin, I think, after this week. And keep your eye on HLTV. I think we will be featured on there. But besides that, if you haven't done so already, guys, please, I beg you, follow all our socials. That is Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook for Winners League, as well as Boggs and mine down here below. We will be back after a quick short break and for the final match, Las Vegas Minigunners versus Low Key. That should be a pretty good one. We'll be back.